Hey, Merry Christmas break. I said I would put out some content if some of you want to stay in shape because we started this year really wimpy and we're not as wimpy as we were. So I'd like us to not go back to being wimpy. In order to do that, I think we got to work a little bit. So I think you got to work 3 times a week. If you're not working 3 times a week, you're really hurting a team. I don't know how to say that nicely. You got to do it. You got to put in work. You got to get really sweaty. You got to make your heart beat. 180 beats per minute is about the target range for someone your age, probably, unless you got some kind of condition I don't know about. So let me put in a little bit of work time in front of you. You should probably do more than I do because I don't want to make a 15-minute video for you to watch, when all you really need to do is what kind of exercises I expect you to do with a little bit of a coaching on the technique. So first thing you should always do is be working on those hands. Taps are always good. When I'm doing taps, I'm avoiding this curving of the hand. I want to make it the shape of the ball. So the ball fits right here. I'm tight. I'm squeezing. It's that bowl shape. Work with that bowl shape. You want the fingers to control the ball. Yeah, there you go. Move it out. Maintain that bowl shape. Strong fingers. Widen it out. If you could be somewhere where you go fast enough, you drop it, like I just did, that's good. I just hit you're in my bushes if you don't know that. I'm like got you propped up with some kind of ruler thing, whatever. All right, next I would go around the hips. Get down in an athletic stance. A lot of times people do this standing up and that's kind of fine, but it's not as good as this. Switch directions, always do both sides. When you're done, pick a leg. Wah. Switch directions. Switch legs. Ah. Now, if you start standing up on this, you're going to feel good, but you're not going to be a basketball player. So if you're bent over like this, you can't run. You're not athletic. Get down in this seated position. I'm down here. You can stretch that back leg out. That's athletic. Switch directions. Hurts though. Sucks. Get like 10 each. Now we'll do both of them at once. In the back. Going in the back. People call these figure eights. Really hard, to be honest. In the front. Sway with it, it gets easier. Sway with it, it gets easier. And this is emulating that between the leg dribble. And if some of you can do this, do this. This is like some Steph Curry pregame stuff. Huh. I can't even do this well. I usually don't have to go this deep on a crossover. Sway with it, it does get easier. If you want to try it. Again, this is advanced. In the back, possible but hard. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay, got it. Just had to find it. I don't usually do this one in a game a lot. All right, if you got some of that around the body, some of that peripheral sense going, good for you. Then I think you should go from pickups to shot form. So dribble, pickup, shot form. Dribble, scoop, shot form. Dribble, scoop, shot form. If you can't dribble it, just go from here to here. If you're reading a book, watching a YouTube video, watching this YouTube video, do this right here. Some people call it flapjacks or pancakes because like you're flipping something over, like you're cooking pancakes, sure. Both hands, of course. And stay busy with it. Be athletic and low. You don't have to totally like get 90 or anything, but you ought to at least have your legs bent a little bit. All right, if you've got that much, then some rainbow tosses would be good. I'm kind of in a sunny spot. But getting used to the idea of catching, it should hit your fingers and then kind of spin in. So watch it, it's hitting fingers, kind of rolls down the fingers. We don't want to catch with one hand, we want to catch with two, but we're working on that finger control, that soft touch with the fingers. Then we're going to do that with the ball. So for that, we're working a crossover. I'm always wider than my shoes. And it's hitting my fingers and rolling up into my hand. It's got to touch the fingertips, roll up into your hand. I want you to do 100 of these in a row with no fails. That's my goal for every guard playing JV. 100 of these in a row, no fails. Fingertip spins up into the hand. Don't smack it back. That'll mess up your control. Fingertips all the way up into the hand. If some of you are better at this, then add in like a double dribble pop, and you'll get it to a speedy point. I actually hit my knee just now. Pa, 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 pa. and it'll produce a little bit of the game speed that you need. Varsity, you should be doing double dribble cross, about 50 of those in a row, no mistakes. JV, you're just flat crossovers. Outside the shoes, this doesn't count, not a crossover. This doesn't count, not a crossover. You're switching hands, congratulations, no one's impressed. Stretch, gotta be outside your shoes so you can say, defender, come get this, and switch sides. And then you make your move. Next thing, gotta get a little upper body, right? So let's use this ball. I'm gonna use the floor, but you could use anything. The wall's good. Wall push-ups, I think you should get probably 2 reps of 10 at a minimum. I'm gonna do them off the floor. Just give you a model of that. I'm here. I go to 90-degree elbows and up. 90 and up, 90 and up. I don't have to touch the ball. That actually could cause damage to your elbows over time. You wouldn't want to do that a lot. You could do a little. You wouldn't want to do it a lot. So push-ups or wall push-ups, always going to, if you're going to do the walls, I recommend going all the way to your chest because it's less force. You're probably not going to damage anything in your elbow. So if you at least get to 90 though, you're getting the majority of your pectoralis is getting some work. Next, let's work on a difference in what it means to be athletic. So when you want to move quickly, you've got to be able to get to this position. This is the back foot kick, that springing plyometric bounce that you need to be to accelerate quickly. It's got to happen. And a lot of us, we walk and we want to go somewhere, we lift a foot and we fall. And that's the slowest way to get there. The fastest way to get there is to drop your hips. Don't let your hips fall forward because then this leg actually is resisting gravity. We don't want any resistance to gravity. We just want to pick up our legs and fall down. So I want to do that into this stance, and it's back leg touch first, and it's stretching. At that moment, it's stretching this posterior chain. Everything's getting tightened up, and I kick off it. The last leg hits because I have to transition into my next step. Not to stop, but to be ready to kick next. And bop, I've got to be able to do that. And to practice that, I recommend just doing that. It's a drop. I don't jump at all. I just pick up my legs and I make my back leg hit before my front leg. Drop. Drop. When I want to go fast, I'm chilling here, and all of a sudden the whistle blows, the ref hands the ball to one of our guards, drop. Right? Or I'm squishing off, I'm squishing, maybe over here, and then I'm ready to go, drop. Back leg hits first, front leg hits second. We got to be able to do that, both legs. So once you've got both, should be doing this. Looks kind of boring. Here's what it can look like if you get rhythm, and I'd love to see you do 20 on each side for a total of 40. So I drop, back front, lift, back front, lift, back front, lift, back front, and I just flow. Kind of becomes a dance move. It is dance. It totally is. Actually, this is almost the base for b-boy, like breakdancing. This is just about the base for that. Start flaring your arms when you go, because I want to be able to, if I make a move to the right, slap arms off. So slap that inside arm. You can do it on both sides. Get off, touch. If you think you've got enough, you could introduce the ball. You could. I'm not looking for that today, but if you feel like, oh, that's too easy, I'm plyometrically perfect. You're not, but you could try this. Drop, cross, lift, drop, cross, lift, drop, cross. And you can travel to start. Travel to start. I'm traveling. I've carried the ball. I cannot legally dribble again, but I'm going to do it. Just to practice. Back front, cross, back front, cross, back front. Now I'm not traveling. Now I'm doing illegal. Now I'm going to throw my hips a little. Now I'm going to slap that arm. Get off me. Oh, and I'm sweating. I'm dripping sweat. Now, to get better at that, you need to be up at a 50 to 100 reps. To really teach the muscles what to do, 50 to 100 reps. So that's all I got. Pretty simple. It'll take you 20 minutes. It only took me about 10 to get really, really sweaty. So God bless you, ladies. Missing having practice with you. I hope you're having a great time with family. Some time with Jesus, I hope, as well. Enjoy. See you next video.